that I'm a freak when I'm talking to myself, but it's like I was too weak to be someone else. You could think that I'm a creep when I'm singing all alone, but it's like I couldn't see straight on my own. When I fall, we start again, and when I feel like I'm just dead, and when I call, it comes again, and now I see it's in my head. Yeah, there's something that saves me all the time in my say. Yeah, it circles when I'm breaking down, like a whisper in my head, coming from out of nowhere, like a whisper in my head when I got something to share, like a whisper in my head when I'm unable to speak, coming from somebody else. Now no, it is just stronger than myself. That's the way I have to live. Now they fall down every night. In the end, I'm not alone, and that's my life. When I fall, we start again. And when I feel like I'm just dead, and when I call, it comes again. And now I see it's in my head. Yeah, there's something that saves me all the time in my say. Yeah, it circles when I'm breaking down, like a whisper in my head, coming from out of nowhere, like a whisper in my head when I got something to share. They think that I'm a freak when I'm talking to myself, but it's like I was too weak to be someone else. You could think that I'm a creep when I'm singing all alone, but it's like I couldn't see straight on my own.
Ingrained in my head, and I start to think, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa. Honey, I'm a
What's up, people? Well, good evening to everyone, and welcome to Immortals India Lockdown Special. My name is Ranjit Mamba Senior Patel, and I'm going to be casting this grand final for you guys. Old school style, all alone, back to 2016. And honestly, I wouldn't mind going back to 2016 if it meant getting out of 2020. So, getting started with it, we do have Team BT and Team 444, and I think the X-ray is not on, and we can fix that in a moment. But in the meantime, we have Deathmaker inside a Min Cruiser towards a palace, and it's a default. It's definitely a default, and I think I could practically fix this with just one small click, but nonetheless, it looks like it has glitched out. But it is going to be an AX coming out. Hybrid is going to tap out the first guy, gets the opening. Deathmaker with a quick trade as well. So it is 4v4. What is going to be interesting to see is if UN gets taken down, but okay, then Hybrid will want two more headshots, and it's going to come down to JN all alone. But it is going to be Vision all alone in a 1v2, and can he pull this off? So that is going to be the question. He is on the A side, gets the first frag, needs to find the second frag as well in a 1v1, needs to connect that headshot, and okay then, Vision showing so much patience over there with 2 bullets left, did not move an inch, had faith in himself, and gets the headshot. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the first round coming up for Team PT. And so I think the scorecard is glitched, so we might have to wait for a bit, or I might have to reconnect on the Go TV before we can fix this issue. So until then, I think we roll without the X-ray, but looks like it is going to be the infamous B rush, and the series I might not actually expect the proper buy coming in from the T side. It's going to be the Explode. It's not even going to be a B rush. We do have someone pushing in towards high mid. It is going to be BT, and it's actually going to be UN who's going to be pushing out high mid. Let's see if it actually works out for that. And Vision throwing in a Molotov, making sure that he can delay the push as much as possible. But Hybrid would boost up top on the side, and Vision getting the first back, but not being able to carry on with that. The trade coming in real quick as well, and his teammate did not really have to peek from there. But UN all alone, he's cutting the rotation off. Will get taken down by Crazy Gamer. It is going to come down to a 2v3 retake, but are they going to be able to make this happen though? That is going to be the important question. And nonetheless, the CDs have decided to save. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go back. A second, guys, we should be back with the X-ray. Well, unfortunately, we can find a fix for that, but nonetheless, Deathmaker is going to be inside A main, and again, it looks like a default. Looking at the minimap, the way they've been distributed throughout the map, Cruiser defaulted towards B, UN going in towards A, and the CD is actually trying to go for an aggressive play towards A. We have Hybrid on, I think it's under Palace, could be under Palace, yes, and could wait for a flashbang as well. Deathmaker trying to figure out if there is any movement towards A, and Cruiser trying to rush towards B bomb. So if you can get an opening, that would be really good. But nonetheless, Deathmaker walking in along with his teammate. Sound's been made. CD's going to get smoked off. And going into his under Palace, and that's going to dish out a lot of damage. But Crazy Gamer needs to stay alive over there. Trying to find the first strike. Will get traded out really quickly. Going in. Mauling off connector. The side's going to be all theirs. The CDs need to come up with a way to retake this. Now the issue is Bondef is behind his smoke. And there's not a lot he can do, but he still gets a C4 down. UN will get taken down, so the C4 is not going to get planted. And a bit of a pinch for the T side, because even though they might have the side control, there's no way they can pick up the C4. The Molotov coming in, but Bondef again just going in and sacrificing himself in the Molotovs, burning down and still getting the frag. So Defaulter holding off C2. Vision cannot push in. And Deathmaker is waiting around the corner. Can he find one more though? That is going to be the question. JN is pretty low, and chances are he's going to get taken down. And indeed, he does get taken down. So 2 rounds already for Team 444 in the first half. And the CTs not having any money to work with, will probably have to go in for a Nico, and we might see an aim and push coming in from them. And it indeed is an ace stack. It's not a push, but it is an ace stack coming in, and it's probably one of the best things to do in a situation like this, especially when you know that you don't have a lot of weapons to work with. But well, Crazy Game is going to push inside A Palace. He's going to get taken down. Okay, then the trade coming in, but if you were going in getting the trade, Emo waiting it out towards he made it. He can get one more tag, though. That is going to be the question. They might not expect one more guy inside A Palace. They could probably. And Emo just guarding just guarding the palace entrance from the T base. And we do have Deathmaker coming in. And Deathmaker just whiffing the first 2 bullets, but nonetheless, Emo finishes his job, and Hybrid gets taken down. Team 444 look pretty strong right now with the lineup as well. Juven and Deathmaker, two really good aimers. And we do have Cruiser on the same team. And Cruiser and I, we actually have a history, so if by any chance Cruiser gets to watch the VOD. Cruiser, you know who was casting the matchup. And yeah, Pondiff throwing the smoke. That is a pretty interesting smoke, so to speak. But nonetheless, A-main's been smoked off as well. That's actually a high mid. Wait, what? No, that is a high mid smoke. But is it really necessary though? I beg to differ with this one. You give her a lot of information when you throw that smoke, of course, yes. Maybe you might get control, but they can always take it back. We have Emo inside A-mains. He has a lot of control. And the good thing is that the T-side is showing a lot of patience, and UN, though, on the other hand, he gives 0 shits about this. He wants to go inside. He wants to play aggressive. Cruiser might realize this if he is the player that he thinks he is, even if he's half the player he thinks he is. And UN creeping up towards connector. This defense is pretty solid actually. 1 guy inside aim and 2 guys on side. 2 is going to come down. It's going to get destroyed as well. It's going to come down to default again all alone. And the best option would be to save. And he's been spotted as well. The information's been relayed. But even if he throws in the Molotov, there's not a lot that that can work. But nonetheless, that was a pretty solid round from the CD side. Going in, being that aggressive can backfire. There's no doubt about it. 40 seconds on the clock, and Defaulter has decided to go big. He's going to get spotted, but nonetheless, he's going to find the opening. Can he get 4 more frags? So it's going to be the question. 30 seconds on the clock. Crazy is coming up, and he's going to be the one firing the frag on the default side. The scoreline is still gets a drop 2-3. Second round for the CD side. The scoreline is still definitely be better. 2-3. And things could definitely be better. Pretty slow start, to be honest. But the good thing is that both the teams pretty slow start. Both the teams are showing. But the good thing is that both the teams are showing restraint, and it's not a job half bad done. The T side, of course, is the team that looks on top, except for the plays the last game, and short smoke being thrown out. Juven, I think it could be a fast connector play coming in. Default is going to molly off connector, and what is important is to see if the CDs actually fail the smoke, and it does look like the CDs fail the smoke. Now here's the thing: even if you throw a smoke, it's not a wall. People can just flash out of it, and JN going connector, making sure that when he realized that there was some presence to his mid, he fell back. Nonetheless, Hybrid trying to push in again, aim-in, and I don't think this is a very bright idea though. Could get picked out. Vision inside the ladder room. Connector play coming in exactly as we expected with the short smoke coming up, but GN, he's gonna get taken down. UN coming in, and that's pretty crazy stuff right there. The CD defense falling down like a deck of cards, but Crazy Game and Hybrid again coming and getting 2 frags each for themselves, and Hybrid actually getting 2-1 for himself. Crazy with a really good shot onto Emo, and Deathmaker all alone in a 1v3. Can he make this happen though? Is going to be the question. He is probably going to get spotted outside the vents, and will pay the price for it as well. So the score gets equalized 3-3, and Team BD half decent comeback onto it. And even though it's been a pretty slow start for both the teams, they've showed a lot of character. They've showed that, hey, it's not a one-sided matchup, which it seemed like. Honestly, after the first couple of rounds, it seemed like the T side might be the one, reigning through the entire matchup. But what it looks like is really that both the teams are pretty balanced out. And again, it's the grand finals. You expect nothing less. Deathmaker taking some damage. He's the one who has a full buy. So here's the funny thing. The T side does not want to eco because they realize that a lot of damage has been dished out, and if maybe they can get 2 rounds in a row, they can string 2 rounds in a row. Oh, okay then. Deathmaker getting 1 frag for himself. Can he find the second as well? Now the issue is around the B-bombs that needs to stay alive, but Vision is going to get taken down as well, and Deathmaker coming up with 2 entries for himself. That was really sick. And JN finding a refrag finally onto default, but that's not going to be enough. That is not going to be enough. And crazy game again, trying to go in hybrid, watching the backstab, but there is nobody on the backstab. And the question that the CD should ask themselves is if they are going to go and commit to the retake. But the issue is they're only to a man disadvantage, and we need to figure out if Emo is going to push in and gets the first. Can he find the second as well? Looks like the CDs might actually end up paying the price for it. Deathmaker getting 4 apiece, and that was a pretty good round from his side. Getting 4 kills in 1 round is no easy task. We're trying to push in A Palace, gets 1 for himself, but couldn't find the second, got traded out really quickly. Crazy game is going to go down as well, and JN needs to stay alive with the deal. 2 Molotovs, defaulter, and a change of pace coming in from the T side, working wonders for them. The CD side absolutely not seeing this coming, and one of shouldn't throw that nade, give away his position, and the moment he comes out, he's going to get destroyed as well. Vision all alone in a 1v4 with the deal, and a monumental task in front of him. 2 guys spotting him out. Vision has decided to fall back and try this, or maybe actually going for an exit frag as well. You might not expect this, but Vision, what is going to be even more difficult for him is to fall back after he gets the first pick, but nonetheless he's going to get deleted by UN. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the 5th round coming up for Team 444. And again, a pretty solid change of pace. This is the reason out on top, because they know when to switch again because they have no money to work with. Vision on 3 frags, and this smoke again. That's a pretty interesting smoke. I'm not sure what smoke that is, but that's a pretty fast. So is it a deep jungle smoke? I think it could be. The flash is going out towards Age. When hopefully about the Molotov should probably go in with his gun out, but nonetheless, Cruiser clearing out the A side. Not the cleanest of jobs, but as long as it works, there are no complaints. It's a hybrid gamer though, waiting it out towards the CD base for his teammates, but there is going to be no backup. The CDs probably could go in for exit frags, but there's nothing more that's going to happen in this round, and the scoreline of course will read 6-3 in the favor of the T side. But the CD side really needs to figure out a way to play dynamic. They've been playing really static. They tried to go aggressive. 1 round it worked out, the other round it didn't, and the worst of all, they've not been able to expect fast plays coming from the T side. So playing static might just help you so much, but when your opponent starts changing things around so much, in default, it might just pay the price for it. He's going to survive. He will actually. The moment he crosses the CD, he's surviving. Nonetheless, the 6th round coming from the T side, the CD is deciding to save whatever they had and not give away free cash. Going to be going with it looks like the default, but then again it looks more like a fast connector play. 2 guys towards aim and 3 guys towards high mid. Short smoke would come in, 1 flash inside connector, 2 guys coming connector. So yeah, fast connector play about to happen. The guys on 8 try. Oh, this is an incredibly well sold fake. Two guys inside A main, connector smoke as well, and going into short, but GN is going to find a frag on a cruiser from connector, and Bondef needs to fall back, he needs to stay alive, try and get one for himself, gets it, can he find the second as well, can he survive long enough for cavalry to arrive, and nope, is going to be the answer to win. Still not jumping down, he's finally going to jump down though. The issue is they have zero map control, and he's been spotted as well, he's given him so much information. Shoulder peek tap around the corner, did not work out. The C4 is going to go down as well, and the CTs need to definitely, just show a little bit of patience. But the issue is they don't have a kit. Even though they had so much money, JN probably had money to buy a kit, or maybe he did. But nonetheless, it's going to come down to Juven. All he needs to do is just listen up and gets the first. Can he find the second as well? He's on 28 points of trying to find the second bracket, gets it! JN gets deleted off the server, slapped into his next life, and that round was something that was a round that should not have went in the favor of the T side in the first place, but incredibly well sold fake. Two guys going A main, distracting everyone towards A, and then creeping up short. That was on the T side. Would be really, really happy with the performance of the entire lineup. Oh! BD destroying Deathmaker over there. JN inside connector, and Deathmaker appreciating the shot as well. So Vision with the deal. Can you find would say, but the problem is the moment CTs decide to push up mid, and exactly what's happening. JN has decided to push up mid, and he might actually get some information. There could be an early backstab coming in onto T base, and he's going to run all the way to T base. And well, we do have a rotation coming in as well. So this, and the T's have decided to go in contact, no utility whatsoever. So I really like the play coming in. Contact second as well. Is he going to check Ninja box? Yes, indeed he does. But a backstab coming towards A main is not going to be able to do a lot. JN does have a distraction, even though he missed the first shot. He panicked a bit, got the C4, and is going to come down to Cruiser all alone now. So, the only man standing, the last man surviving. 20 seconds on the clock. He knows one man is towards A main and one is towards the CD area. Needs to pick up the C4 as well. Can he make this happen though? Can he make this happen? 14 seconds on the clock. I don't think he has enough time to plant the bomb down. He needs to find a pick. He definitely needs to find a pick. And waiting for the guy from CD to peak. And, well, I think the pressure got the better of him. But nonetheless, incredible play from JN coming in and Team BD. Oh, Bonder. And I just got a message from Deathmaker a couple of minutes back. He said he's playing on 60 Hz right now. He's not even playing on 144, which is the craziest thing because, dude, he's destroying people on the other team on 60 Hz, which is the most insane thing that I've ever heard of. But nonetheless, Juven is spraying through this move. Bonder throwing in the nade, but not dishing out any damage whatsoever. Cruiser is going to be waiting. Though that is definitely going to be the question, and the gamer connecting a couple of shots through the smoke, but not being able to dish out much damage. The T's have decided to come in towards mid, and maybe, just maybe, if Deathmaker gets a pick, they can go and try and take a bomb site. And there is a guy who's getting up top. Okay then. Patience showed by Deathmaker. He gets an opening on a GN, but crazy gamer inside window. He's gonna find the refrag straight Where UN is going to get taken down as well. Deathmaker again connecting that one more crucial shot. So he's oh my goodness! That shot came straight from hell, and now he needs to pick up the C for 20 seconds on the clock. He probably knows there is the last guy. The last guy is inside jungle, and Deathmaker is literally smurfing amongst mortals right now. And Bondif going on to stairs. Deathmaker just being a little bit. Okay then, so unlucky, so unlucky. And Bondif, I think he survived that by a hair's margin, but Deathmaker is truly a god amongst men. The way he played that round, the way he got the openings, and the way he quick scoped the jungle guy, you just can't, comprehend it. It's so good. This guy is the definition of sheer mechanics, and well, the CD side slowly clawing the way back into the first half, 5-7, and again, this is anyone's decent half. Even if they end up losing every single round from this point on, it shouldn't really be an issue. But Cruiser is again going to throw in the same smoke. I am not sure what that smoke is about, but Crazy Gamer has decided to go in and swing mid. 2 guys towards B, 2 towards A, and 1 towards mid. Default setup, and Hybrid decides to be aggressive, but Deathmaker finding the opening, and Emo is going to get traded out by G and real quick. Now Deathmaker, is he going to swing though? Is he going to swing? He's playing on 60 Hz, so maybe not. And we do have a guy jumping across the corner. Juwen is going to get taken down, and Deathmaker needs a little more backup. They've already lost 2 players. And this is a bit of a problem. Deathmaker missing that shot, missing the follow-up shot as well. They desperately need a pick, and Deathmaker realizes that he wants to make a play. He definitely wants to make a play and watch jungle, but is he going to get that opening though? That is going to be the question. Oh, so unfortunate. Should have picked peak jungle, but now who's coming in? Bottom is going to get destroyed. 2 guys CD. The information's been relayed. There are 2 people CD, and Cruiser. He's going to get deleted on the server. Across the corner. Yes, indeed he can. And 5 bullets to work with. He knows the last guy's jungle. He could probably rotate back as well, but defaulter. Oh, okay then. Such a smart play coming in from Vision. But still, might not expect this. Vision does, and gets the 6th round for the CD side again. So it's CD side has been winning rounds based off a lot of teamwork to do. Even though the scorecard might suggest otherwise. That's interesting. But what they're counting on is the teammates being able to make inside connector, because we have a C4 inside A Palace, that is for sure. So it could definitely be an A split coming in, but they desperately need an opening towards B. A lot of attention has already been diverted towards B, but if Deathmaker can manage to find a pick, just 1 pick, that's all he needs, just 1 pick. And I think the round's there, so Deathmaker. They have started to buy this, and okay then. Oh! Oh! Juwen with 3 insane 1Ds on the entire B bomb side, and the CD side being destroyed. They got annihilated by Juwen and his deagle over there. So incredible shots coming in from the T side, and I think the T side wins on individual brilliance as well. But what a round, what an incredible round coming in from Team 444. Well, for now, Vision. And well, finally we do have the X-ray on, which is a good thing. And well, the gun short is gonna get picked out, and Emo coming in towards connector. What is gonna be interesting to see is the fact that Emo if he can creep in towards kitchen again, we do have Juven on the short, which can help him double peak. Well, this was a pretty good idea as well. So nonetheless, a quick refrag coming in from Cruiser for Emo Bondiv, getting that one opening, but I don't think CDs are going to be able to make anything of this one unless they get an opening straight away, which is not going to happen. The end of the first half, 6-9 the scoreline. Team 4-4-4. Well, they came out pretty much. The guy is sitting on 21 frags on 60 Hz monitor, so